Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to Al Munir High School e-learning system, class 7. Today we are going to discuss our unit number 3. This is your science class. This is title page of your science book, Amazing Science, Oxford, for class 7. Unit number 3 is about transport systems in plants and animals. The heart is a muscular pump. Today we are going to discuss the circulatory system. The heart is a muscular pump. It pushes blood around the body through tubes called blood vessels. Arteries are blood vessels that carry blood away from the heart. They have thick muscular walls which withstand the high pressure of the blood. So now students, he is telling you about the circulatory system. Circulatory system consists of heart, vessels, arteries. Arteries are blood vessels that carry blood away from the heart. Yes, now he's telling you about the arteries. They usually lie deeply embedded inside the body. Arteries divide into small thin walled vessels. We call it capillaries. What are the capillaries? Capillaries penetrate into all the tissues of the body. They transfer food, gases and excretory materials between the blood and the cells take place by process of diffusion through the thin capillary walls. Capillaries join up to form the veins which return the blood to the heart. Veins are wider than arteries and have thinner walls. They have walls to make sure that the blood flows in one direction only. The blood pressure in the veins is usually low. Now we are going to learn about the heart. Your heart is the size of your clenched fist. आपकी मुट्ठी जितने size का होता है. It is made up of a special kind of muscle called cardiac muscle. Look at the picture of a heart. It is made up of a cardiac muscle. Its function is to pump blood to all parts of the body. Students, the heart has 4 compartments. Yes, we call it chambers. The upper 2 chambers are called arteria. These are called the arterias. The lower 2 chambers are called the ventricles. These are the ventricles. Look at this picture. This is the picture of a heart. And here we have the arteries, veins, coronary blood vessels. Now what is the function of a heart? How the heart pumps the blood? The heart pumps blood by contracting and relaxing. Contracting and relaxing. When the heart is relaxed, both sides fill up with blood from the veins. Then the arteria contract and blood is forced into the ventricles through the walls. A fraction of a second later, the ventricles contract, the walls between the arteria and the ventricles close and blood is pushed into the arteries. So the heart relaxes again and fills up with blood. So it is the function that how the heart pumps the blood by relaxing and contracting. One complete contraction and relaxation is called a heartbeat. The heart normally beats about 70 times a minute when you are resting, but it increases up to well over 100 times in a minute during physical activity or excitement. Now what are the heart disease? Look at this picture, student. This is the longitudinal section of the heart. Here we have the walls, blood to body, left atrium, right atrium. Here we have the walls, right ventricle and left ventricle. Now we are going to study about the heart diseases. The heart needs food and oxygen. What heart needs? It needs food and oxygen in order to keep working properly. The arteries which supply blood carrying food and oxygen to the heart are called coronary arteries. If these arteries become blocked, the result is a heart disease. Cholesterol. The main thing is the cholesterol, which is a fatty substance. It can stick to the walls of an artery and make it narrow, therefore slowing down the flow of blood in it. Bits of cholesterol can break off into the blood stream and block narrow blood vessels. This blockage is called the thrombosis. So this term is thrombosis. If a coronary artery becomes partially blocked, the heart muscles gets too little food and oxygen. and this results in severe pains in the chest. It is called the angina. Thrombosis in the coronary artery is called heart attack. The heart stops beating, but with the right treatment on the right time, the heart can be forced to start beating again. What is heart surgery? It is a treatment. The heart is a muscle and needs oxygen just like our other muscles. It needs its own supply of blood. It receives its blood supplied through arteries in the wall of the heart, and we call it coronary arteries. With time, fat deposit might build up in these and cause blockage. If a coronary artery become blocked, अगर ये हमारी coronary artery block हो जाएगी, बंद हो जाएगी, surgeons can bypass the blockage. तो surgeons, doctors हमें bypass का कहते हैं, जो इसकी हेल्प से वो ब्लॉकेज को ओपन करते हैं यूजिंग ए पीस ऑफ वेन टेकन फ्रॉम द पेशेंट्स लेग. द ट्रांसफर्ड पीस इज कॉल्ड द ग्राफ्ट. The walls in the heart can wear out or fail due to disease. They can be replaced with plastic walls. Several things can affect the rate at which the heart beats. An artificial pacemaker is placed under the skin of the patient to control the heartbeat. So students, all these are the different ways through which we can repair or we can remove the blockage into the veins which are connected with our heart. Some heart patients, there is only one hope of survival, receiving a healthy heart from another person. This is called the transplant. This operation takes up about 5 to 8 hours. More than 50% of heart transplant patients gain an extra 5 years of life. How heart disease can be avoided? By exercising regularly, by saying no to smoking, by eating poultry, fish, fresh vegetables and fruits, and by avoiding red meat, butter, fast food, fried foods which contain high cholesterol content. Next students, what are the transport system in plants? The root of plants absorb water and minerals from the soil. These substances are then transported to the stem and to the leaves where they are used in many purposes. Water is combined with carbon dioxide to form sugar by photosynthesis, and minerals are used in the manufacture of proteins and other complex chemicals. Through the process of photosynthesis, these end products are then transported to other parts. Vascular system of plants. Substances move from one part of the plant to another through this vascular system. A system of narrow tubes called vascular tissue. It consists of two types. Yes, xylem. Xylem is a tissue which is made up of tubes called xylem vessels. In tall trees, xylem vessels may be over 30 meters long. Xylem vessels form a transport system through which water and dissolved minerals move from roots through the stem and into the leaves. Xylem forms the hard woody skeleton of plant. Next we have phloem. Phloem is also a tissue which is made up of long cells. The cross walls between the cells are perforated like a sieve, and so phloem tubes are also called sieve tubes. Sieve tubes form a transport system through which food made during photosynthesis moves from the leaves to the storage areas of roots, fruits, seeds and to the growing parts. So here we have the picture of xylem and phloem, longitudinal section of a vascular tissue. Next students, we have absorption of water by roots. The absorption of soil water is done by root hairs which occur in a small zone, a short distance behind the root tip. Each root hair is only a part of a cell. However, the vast number of root hairs bring about a very large increase in the absorbing area of the root. So here we have water and minerals enter into it. Here we have the nucleus and vacuole. Water which is absorbed by the root hair passes from cell to cell until it reaches the xylem vessels in the center of the root. In plants, water is mainly transported through the xylem vessels which are arranged to form long columns. Flow of water through plants. Water flows in a continuous stream through a plant. It enters through the roots and flows up the xylem vessels of the root and stem to the leaves. It diffuses out of stomata. Stomata are mainly found on the lower surface of the leaves. Yes, students, I told you in your first unit about the stomata. Evaporation of water from the leaves is the main force which moves water through a plant. This evaporation of water from the leaves is called the transpiration process. Now we have the factors on which the rate of transpiration depends. These are wind, temperature, humidity and time of day. The rate of transpiration is faster as the water vapor is blown away while passing out of the leaves. Look here we have the picture of transpiration stream. Water is taken in by the plant root, water flows up in the stem, photosynthesis, and some evaporates from the leaves. Some water is used for the photosynthesis here and some evaporates from the leaves. Next, students, we have the transport of food in plants. Here we have the picture of translocation in a plant. Soil, water and minerals taken up by the roots, glucose moving down by growing root, glucose made by photosynthesis in the leaves, water and minerals from the soil, glucose moving to growing bud. So here we have the bud, leaf and stem and roots. Food substances are manufactured by leaves and transported from there to other areas by the flowing tissue. The transport of sugar and other manufactured food substances from the leaves to storage areas and growing points is called the translocation. So here we have the example. How gaseous exchange takes place in plants? All plants breathe throughout the day and night like human beings. They take in oxygen and give out carbon dioxide during the daytime. However, the carbon dioxide produced by green plants as a result of respiration. Atmospheric air enters through the leaves of green plants through the stomata, the small holes which occur present on the lower surface of the leaves that usually occur abundantly on the lower surface of most leaves. When stomata are open, air passes through them and enters in the intercellular spaces of the leaf, all of which are connected with one another. The oxygen of this air then diffuses into the cells of the leaf and used for respiration. Carbohydrates and other materials are oxidized and broken down to carbon dioxide and water. What is the importance of the transpiration, students? Yes, the transpiration stream is important because it carries water, mineral from the soil to the leaves. It keeps the cells firm so that they can support the plant. The evaporation of water from the leaves keeps them cool in hot weather. Here we have the exercise, lesson number 3, question answers. Away from the heart, arteries are blood vessels that carry blood away from the heart to the heart. Veins are the blood vessels that carry blood to the heart, can be pumped to the body. The heart is made up of a special kind of muscle called cardiac muscle. Valves present between the artery and the ventricles stop the blood from flowing backwards through the heart. The heart pumps blood by contracting and relaxing. One complete contraction and relaxation is called a heartbeat. The heart normally beats about 70 times in a minute in a resting position. Arteries divide into small thin walled blood vessels and capillaries. They penetrate into all the tissues of the body. Exchange of food, gases and materials takes place by diffusion through the thin capillary walls. Study the table, answer the following question. Number A, part A, the body needs more energy when it is working hard, so the breathing rate increases. The heart beats normally when the body is at rest, but it has to work more when the body is working hard. The pulse rate would be around 100 per minute and the breathing rate around 25 after vigorous activity. What is medium of transport? Water and blood. What is the purpose of the valves between the artery and ventricles? Valves inside the heart help the blood to circulate in one direction only. They stop the backward flow of blood. The transfer of food, gases and excretory system materials between the blood and the cells take place by diffusion through the thin capillary walls. Plants lose water vapors in the atmosphere. By evaporation, the water passes through tiny holes called stomata, which are found mainly on the lower side of the leaves. This process is called transpiration. It is important because it helps in the transportation of water in the plants, and it also helps a plant to keep cool in summer. Next, we have differentiation between an artery and a vein. An artery is a blood vessel that carries blood away from the heart. It has thick muscular walls to withstand the high pressure. Thinner of the blood, it divides into small thin walled vessels called capillaries. A vein is a blood vessel that returns blood to the heart. It is wider than an artery and low blood pressure with walls. Capillaries join up to form veins. Next, we have the differentiation between xylem and phloem. Xylem is a tissue made up of long cells or tubes called xylem vessels. Xylem vessels transport water and dissolved minerals from the roots through the stem into the leaves. Phloem is a tissue made up of long cells or tubes with perforated cross walls called sieve tubes. Phloem or sieve tube transport food from the leaves to root, fruit, seeds and growing points of the plant. Photosynthesis is the process by which green plants make their own food in the presence of sunlight. It takes place in green parts of the plants. Oxygen gas is released during photosynthesis. Respiration is the process by which food is oxidized to release energy. It takes place in all cells of the body. Carbon dioxide gas is released during respiration along with heat energy. Transpiration is the process of water movement through body a plant, and it loose as vapors. It takes place through stomata found on the lower surface and of leaves. It helps to carry water in a continuous stream through a up plant. Circulation of blood refers to the blood supply to all tissues through blood vessels. It takes place in the blood vascular system, heart, arteries, veins. It helps to carry oxygen and nutrients to the cells and picks carbon dioxide and waste products. Root hair is the thin hair-like outgrowth just behind the root tip artery. It absorbs water and nutrients from the soil through osmosis that transfer through the plant's root system. Capillary is a thin-walled blood vessel that connects an artery and a vein. The transfer of food, gases and waste products takes place by diffusion through the thin walls of capillaries. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.